kinda lost and find. Ended the game in overtime, drawing of a new design, drilling that one earth of mine, looking to the outward, speaking mind about words absurd, blurred to the curb, walking along the verb.
This is gonna be cool.
What is up, my brothers? Ish de la Ish, back with another one of my Madden 17 Ultimate Team tips here. We're going to be looking at a blitz, and this is going to be out of the nickel 335 wide. That's what I've been running lately. I've been running the 3-Sam Will blitz. You can check other videos to see how that whole scheme works. I got the whole scheme with that blitz also. You know, sometimes when you're in that, you might get hurry up, and then you got to switch into Tampa 2, and you can run Tampa 2 how it is. But let's figure out how to get pressure out of Tampa 2. And it's fairly similar to some other schemes. You would have seen some other things. I set this up a couple different ways, and I realized, oh wait, this is very similar to some other blitzes I'd seen. So what we're going to do is we're going to press right here. We're going to blitz the corner out there, the Y. He's going to be your slot corner, your number 3. So you put him on a blitz after you press. And then basically what I was doing is I was going down and taking the defensive line. I would pinch them, and then I would crash them, you know, in the middle there. Crash in. Now, with the running back on the opposite side blocking, it'll come in right there like you're seeing. Now, what I found, though, is when you put him under, behind the quarterback and it's like a pistol or something, though, you needed to actually crash outside. So it was actually, you would then, you know, I always base the line and I press, I'll blitz that corner, and then, like I say, the defensive line, you pinch them together. But if he's behind, you want to crash them out, you know, crash them up. And then it still will come in. So that's probably the better way because it covers both angles if they're doing that. But the thing that I noticed afterwards is it's very similar to that Nickel Blitz 2 sort of setup, aside from adding that setup out there. So you're going to get that kind of effect out of a Nickel 3-3-5 wide. Nothing crazy. We're doing a 5-man here. That time it got a little jumbled up. You still get when I notice when that happens, it comes around. You know, like you normally go around the tackle, but it'll slow it up. It happened more in practice mode. We're going to show some game stuff here also. When I was labbing this, that way you know actually head-to-head against my bro, Sim42. I see here, you can also do other concepts with this. As we're bringing the outside guy out there. You can bring both corners on the outside. If I was really going to do that, I'd probably man up that corner out, you know, the outside guy on the X, but that's kind of more of an exotic thing. So back to basically how we're doing that. This is so you can run this auto flip also. When Sid was doing, he was running the auto flip on the right. I was running more on the left as we're doing up in there. And again, we're gonna come out. See, I was actually setting the other edge there also. I mean, you can kind of get creative if you want to send that extra corner if you feel like, you know, they're not going to hit a flat or something like that. That's just kind of a gamble out there. Otherwise, you'd be leaving that open, of course. But as you see, it's that was running the kind of coverage, and that's throwing purples out there. So there's different coverage aspects I will do with that also, while you're still going to get the blitz in, even if it's not always the fastest way. I'm running some different ways here with the line, testing some things out as I'm running these. I was running coverage now out of that set also, which I can show. I can do a separate video on how I'm running coverages to stop like corner strikes and stuff like that. You know, even while still sending a little bit of heat if you want. But there's some nice sets that I'll get into both this Tampa 2 and the Tampa 2 out of just the normal 3-3-5. This is out of the Ravens book. As you see, there's a look of there's just an all coverage sort of set how I would be running something like that. And you're going to close down a lot of the angles running that. So that's just more of, like you say, if you want to cover kind of Mabelish on certain sides like that. So some sort of those sort of formations, but it's also good to note where we're setting up on the linebacker. You typically want to go, and I can see I'm hitting different sides there. I was, you know, he's on the left-hand side there going against. So when you want to kind of go down and pick your spot on the line, hover up. Typically, I noticed on the right-hand side, if they're like their running backs on the right, I like to be just a little bit right, you know, the middle, like right in there is pretty much where I want to hover mostly. I notice I get the more consistently, because really what you're trying to do is you're trying to go out there, spread these guys out, and have everybody have a blocking assignment, and you want to make sure at least keep the running back his attention on that side. So if the running back stays on the right when you snap the ball, then they're gonna you're gonna have success more than likely coming in. And we go Julio just throwing a beast play. I had to throw that one out there just for the hell of it, man. just cause. But again, just a practice game, obviously. So we're trying to get just the defense down there, all the different angles of it. But again, man, getting pretty consistent pressure out of it. Sometimes you'll get block sheds that come in if it does get picked up. Sometimes you get good pressure around the outside because again it's the 5-man. So that's the only downside there. You know, you're not going to have a bunch of guys in coverage, so it's not going to be as glitchy as some other blitzes, but it's still effective. You know, it's pretty sim-like. It's nothing too bad. You can mess around with it. You know, see what you can come up with. You can get it for 4. Do whatever you got to do, man. But other than that, like I say, if you want me to put out something for the coverages that I'm running, you know, just how I set up coverages on this and the 3-3-5, they're both similar. I can do that also, put in a video on that. So it's up to you guys what you want to see. Other than that, man, I'll be trying out this, put this out in some gameplays here. Next time I get gameplays in, we'll make sure I'm running this pretty heavy so you can see more of this in game action. Peace.